Sunview families, it's Mrs. Hilliard here, or Miss Alyssa, as some of you call me. I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to week 7 of virtual occupational therapy. I enjoy seeing some of you on our weekly visits on Zoom. I'm glad you're here today to join along. I have my bins 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start with our hand strengthening. We're going to do a craft this week with some writing. And we are going to tie shoes. So let's start with our strengthening activity, number 1. So this week I have a balloon and a cookie tray, or a pizza tray. You can use a cookie tray or anything that resembles a cookie tray or pizza tray. This is another thing that I can use. This is a microwave cover. So the idea of this is to encourage a thumbs up pattern that we need for zipping and cutting. It also is a good strengthening activity for the shoulder girdle, and it works on eye-hand coordination. So basically it's just a balloon volley using a tray. So the kids can do it alone, or you can join them and just bat the balloon back and forth or up in the air and try to keep it up in the air. And we do this a lot in OT at Sunview. I have these big nets called baquette nets. They look like giant tennis rackets without the handle, and the kids love it. They really have a good time. So that is our shoulder strength. If you don't have these materials at home, a cookie tray and a balloon, I have another activity. I had a tennis ball that lost its bounce. I put a hole in it using a knife or a blade, and I drew some eyes and a nose and a mouth. And I also have coins, or you can use buttons. So this works on hand strength, because the kids have to squeeze the tennis ball to open the mouth and then put the coins or the buttons in. And this also works on visual motor skills. I like that it works on pincer grasp and hand strength. And I have 2 sets of everything, so sometimes the kids will have races, and that makes it more fun. So we will finish these up. And that is our hand strengthening activity for this week. And if you don't have any of those materials, we can always use our putty or Play-Doh as a warm-up, or do rote arm exercises. I'm going to set that aside, and I'll show you the craft for this week. We're actually going to practice cutting out circles. So you can see my crab is made out of 1 big circle, and his claws are 2 little circles. And I use cereal for eyes. You can draw the eyes or use Google Eyes if you have them at home. I happen to not have them at home, and we're going to copy a poem. So you'll need red and blue construction paper. You'll need scissors and glue and some markers or crayons. All right, the first thing we're going to do is take our red paper and fold it in half. And again, we're practicing folding this week, so everybody should be really good at it by now. Make a crease, and we're going to cut down the middle and on the line. Make sure when you pick up your scissors, you use your thumbs up. Your thumb goes in the little hole, your other fingers go in the big hole, and we'll cut our paper in half. All right. And then we're going to fold 1/2 sheet of paper in half again. And we're going to draw a large curve. So make sure you're drawing your curve on the folded side of the paper. And we're going to cut that out so we have a circle. And if you want, you can draw a whole circle and just cut out the whole circle too. And that will be the body of our crab. I like that it's folded already, drawing half of the circle. And then we're going to take our other sheet of paper and fold that in half 1 time, and then fold it in half again. And we're going to cut in the middle. And we have to make our claws, so on this folded side, we're going to make a backwards 3. So 1 curve, 2 curves, like that. And we're going to do that again. this sheet of paper that you have left. 3 curves, 4 curves. So when you're done, you'll have 2 sheets of paper like this. And again, make sure you draw on the folded side. So we're going to cut those out. And again, if you don't want to deal with all the folding, you can just draw some small circles and cut out the circles and fold them in half. All right, the next step is going to be gluing everything together. So we're going to glue the center, in the center of the paper, we're going to glue our crab's body. Oh, this glue is out. I need to get new glue. Put them right in the middle. It's gonna look like that. And then we're gonna take our marker and we're gonna draw 2 arms coming out of the side. So he looks like that. And then you're gonna glue on your claws. So you wanna put your circles back to back, your folded circles, but maybe make a V with your little folded circles like this, so there's a little space in between, so it looks like a real crab. Whoops, that is my dog. Sorry about that. It's gonna look like that. And then we're gonna take a black marker and we're gonna draw 2 lines up to put on his eyes. So you can glue your Google eyes at the top of these, or your pieces of cereal like I did with this guy, or you can draw eyes. And I just draw a circle with a dot inside. Now we're going to practice drawing zigzag legs or crooked legs on our crab. So you're going to draw a horizontal line and a vertical line, a horizontal line and a vertical line, horizontal line and vertical line. So you have 3, just like that. And some kids will make them straight, that's okay too, or curved. But you want to try to teach them to draw the zigzag if you can. We're going to do that on the other side. And when you're done, you have a crab, a nice summer craft. So we also have our writing piece today. And I happened to find a really cute poem about crabs in the ocean. This poem is called Crabby. I'll read it to you. Crabby, I am a crab who walks the shore and pinches toes all day. If I were you, I'd wear some shoes and not get in my way. And this is an excerpt from Susie Bittner Was Afraid of the Drain by Barbara Vance. So I'm going to hold this up so that you can copy it just for a little bit. I actually want to show you that I made my high-write paper today too. So you might have to make this high-write paper to keep your letters on the line. All right, if you need more time, you can always pause that screen and finish copying that poem. The last thing I have is shoe tying, and this week one of our moms taught me a really good idea. So if we're doing the adapted shoe method, I know we always plug in those laces first. So let me take these out so I can show you what she did. So when she plugged her lace in, she tied a knot right here to anchor the lace, and I thought that was a really great idea for kids so they can have their loops ready to tie using the adapted method. So remember, kids, the first thing we want to do is plug in our laces unless they're plugged in already and tied. And then you're going to hold up your 2 bunny ears and make sure that you try to pinch them in the middle. Longer laces are always better when learning to shoe tie. You're going to cross, and the one that's behind is going to go down through the front. Make sure you save that tunnel and pull. And you're going to bring those bunny ears back up. Make sure you cross up high. Save that space down there, guys. The one that's behind is going to go down through the front and pull. And that's the adapted shoe tying method. So now we're going to do a standard shoe tying method. I have 1 or 2 students working on shoe tying using that method. And we'll go over that in this video. So the first thing you want to do is flip-flop your laces. Hold them up. Make sure you look for that X right there. The one that's behind comes down through the tunnel. Pull. You're going to make one big bunny ear, but make sure your bunny ear has a tail. And then the other lace might have a knot. If it doesn't, you can put one in. We're going to fly that knot around the bunny ear. Save that space underneath. And that knot is going to come down through the tunnel and pull. And you tied your shoe. All right, thanks for joining me in this video. I hope to see you in our Zoom visit this week. If you don't have one scheduled, there is only 1 week left next week, but I can always do a visit just to brush up on the skills that you've been working on using the website and these videos. So you guys have a great night. Thanks again.